didn't come. Now, there's always two sides of the coin over. And him near chiri. Now, in your conversation with people closer to the coach, head coach Ogum, and almost so theories also entirely different from what the players are. And it was expected because the idea on Nobaba come one year. Now, what we observe from T and Amitia Gadas Taylor and Andy Kumi, and speaking to people closer to the coach, they made me a can say, and also watching the reaction from the public. Once you will be on new coach, I found you be a fabat or shed the coso or bano a bedding. I bet you I think so for now, no. The table is set for Ogum to perform or live with a disgrace. Yeah. After the tougher boom.
Tougher boom, okay.
Table no si ho. As a coach Ogum modern bono and a bedgeno.
On some fidia man,
on some fidia man, but what taking decisions be are not there. Resource mkwane bit me ageno.
Ano de me ya adwan pam da nyina asoma na me kan no. So we protocol 1 2 3 4 5 bi an kai place na sem bi.
In some way agada sky. On say no ha no. Obi timi kan asem obi an kasa o. Or the atunetiko. Or ha dia. The players fufuro ya ebe. If they are not able to perform, the conversations ni nyina no nsa ni nyina abekọ akọtene coach Ogum. He says ana adena set it up. And I'm starting to believe say coach Ogum so nim sade no. Over. Onim say ne modern mo anso ani a ye be pam no. Whether okipu we mo or enkipu mo next season na ko ni excuse. Into no so decision ni say se me kipu mo man kipu mo ma bom homodi e be pam me. Ene ma me pom mo a on be bo ma bom homodin na me fa anya madwuma. Ene sa anya yi a menim say ma try bibia na anya yi. But I won't keep these players. And for one way or the other, there's been a lot of internal conversations. I won't keep them. Na se me ko failure. Akwa to say they can set me up to fail again. No. Now for now, Captain they can't say me. A question back one maybe some hope. Why is it that anybody that get close to Coach Ogum, obe free Ogum wa baby na de course on what here?
Omo ko terminate contract na.
No. Ni people within Kotoko. Obi obe ben Coach Ogum bia say okopen chiremu afri coach no bia. Obe ba no.
Why okay.
Na say what
situation na say.
The course na say.
Na ebia sisa obi akogiji nchiremu.
Meba. Me start ya ma audience here. And the other question is, didn't na players no so duro ha? E ka so mu ntwam anom ya hokeka atwam. Meaning tie nya abotre tie ha. There were different sides of the conversation. Because last season, players were asked to terminate their contract. And players need to be resisted. You know who they could see. Emma Kotoka to pay the salary of some players even till the end of the season. But I feel where they go through, yeah. Obia only club. There were some of the players genuinely only club, yeah. Meaning the players have something to say. And at then, Obia so coach was a coach. Now then, a course na coach ni cheche mu chire ni wie pe oba na na adwe asesa. Yes, yes, sha. Me sha. Did the course work Kotoko na no den? And it comes back to one thing. Over. Kotoko need proper management and a board. Semniti awa no. Semniti awa no. Utieti nkomo na say wo twitwitwu mu bebre a. Apart from the fact that Ogum need to perform to save his job, no, which I'll come and talk about that. No. Moving forward, Santi Korokobe here, they should move from IMC. The announcement should be fast. Offer. Eche. Because Kotokosa the structure we are saying run next season. The likelihood said you see, you know, because why are the players agreeing to the contract termination? And they are living with happiness as a free home. And why is the coach also speaking to convince? I say, Bibi wo obia nchichemu no doso. Inti SSA impenifu ebroswa. The day-to-day solving of problems in an organization, you know, on my take over. And to send your board in Poneba. Kotoko should move from part-time workers to full-time workers. It's simple. And upon I can say, we need people above Coach Ogum from the technical department. I was yapi ampo nkwa. Yempe another person to be the technical director. Be obeti deputy technical director. But no the Otegana, they be on team in the training grounds. And full-time job. I pianika full-time. Coach Nibuno. Players know how much me call. Ono ankasa start to solve issues ni bi kura ansana. Atia faso ama aba be duru other members insana.
Mbo elsewhere and also wo say allowed say asem kon. Yeah, coach na ne players no e be say na ultimate extra no technical e ko di komo.
Elsewhere we have managers.
They omu na eni nyina.
So obetimi a opa check your first team head coach. Your head coach is your way and manager na nkasa aba. So they fix issues. Free player come in hotel, free player come in the office, not in discuss issues. But there are also other people that help. But as I see, I no as I see, share how near pay home the annual duru.
Ogumia wo is you kunya technical even a player sign a chukwa. I'm going to converse from.
No, you see, clearly the players have a story. But whom were they telling their story to? But what did why na no more come as and say we are so watching your baby bosswa. Would you grab it to see wo baby baby? Yama coach ni lemu. Pay higher bodies to manage other issues so. Because it turns out that coaching was managing, he wanted to manage the lifestyle of players, rules and regulations on an air set punishment on an air set into bibiano as a on na yentino who him more. Because if you want to instill discipline a coach, player late enter the salary on a better recommended. Into I say ni pay who he do. Imagine so be bosome at 10,000 Ghana. And ya dia win the panel recommended 10,000 Ghana. And ibejo no benya issue. But AB as a management they can come in. They can manage those issues. The player will bet me a bono coco. And I say secret bet me I could drive to a penny be near bono coco. So okay, the actual back on you. So emba wini pa back on hono embe ye he 2 minutes nyina be do sa emma hum be ye he. Emma embon fo ani so. Emma wadwuma ankasa no. Untwe hum free hum kakra. Because if you listen to the stories, you get that kind of impression, maybe, from some of these things, maybe. You be disciplined player, or no. Yeah. Oh, I say too much.
Much of power.
Exactly. And yes, but there are few people doing the job. There's someone for kicking car. Nipa mi enu mi ansa de Canada ho. So what I mean, come on, I say. Now, check could be administrative manager. And I do baby na fina as a ima ho ya hinu because he may ye we bebo yesima bebo yesima and I'm saying nipa ne ndorso kasa ima na kasa nti yesima release information. But if there was someone managing communication yan ko kasa information me by aye de ko to ima doorstep nti who study house IMC members no one word ya the do baby na say ama madwuma de na he bebre wo mani so the kotoko job. The bottom line is it is bigger than 3 people. Into the napping crash or substantive general manager and a substantive CEO. This is the structure. PR Shaha. There can be a silent PR unit, but no more homo yejuma. If you cry mudimba bonting by a unipano or ye juma behind the scenes or managing news around the club. Because sometimes news around the club Nankasan can determine what will happen on the field and the kind of pressure about to team. So pressure ni ba bebra, and I'm say head coach in the general unity. On the ba absorb pressure and no so be say asem foforo. Maybe a welfare unit. Oh, there's a whole unit for welfare based on the kind problems crack with kukum. You bet me I say if you an HR unit for Kotoko. I honor you dealing with all these human relations shema a club outside the coach with the coach. Next honor I am fast as one and some coach, you know. There be a HR unit in the bano, on the bay orientation, on the better say rules and to be banning printing rules and regulations now. We are bonny a honor oko. Also, your such a man, there are units, ebia that handles your man. Out of this structure, your tibia a disciplinary committee. It won't because it did say be made.
Full time and I say just committee.
Don't say out of these structures, you know, ebia your fa PR back on, your fa admin manager back on, your fa team manager. So omne disciplinary committee wakotoko. Jenu coach ni nim. Du di bonia, oni omo na ekonya. Ya sem na na to da du buso a enya afa na abeka se coach mpem asem nti. Ubuso akohie omo. How a obe kire wa asem mu no. Yes ye frɛ coach ama coach aba be kan de. Ye player bi na na nya asem a. Enye se oni player bi nya asem na coach aba be ginam. Because oni player bi nya asem na coach be ginam. Na coach ni papa asem no. Na bia wo hu se wo di bem ba asem no enam se sa player na a new player bia coach ne fa ne ba enti no coach akabia ma new player na bo so de abufuo na eko en sa ne omani nyina atimi ma coach hu yen and say if there's a disciplinary body a unim say how de okwa whatever fair the turbine it is fair outside the coach. Kotoko we need that structure over. Kotoko we need that structure. The son your man amba coach ni be bre next season. And your man nyina be sa ba be gu na bobo anu biem. Ono so a ontimi nka so obu na ni egu so. Obu na ni gu so a embo club no. So that's what I think of her. But coming back to and moving away from the structure side. Of these structures, a lot of people bear with me that Kotoko will need these structures. Kotoko cannot go 2 years with an interim management committee. Over Kotoko intimi go 2 years with an interim management committee. Even if the club is being run, they need people to manage Kotoko affairs day to day. On was sorry, Nejuma Kotoko. Or tra office, or training grounds, Nejuma Kotoko, or checking your mouth. If it's about Kotoko's project, more yes, you'll be a Kotoko project manager. Inside that kwaja to be being quay on your bonus of war, on your friend, on your question. I said, I didn't go for to sign your man. You didn't go for to sign your man. No more, yes, you man in the work. Now, every modern institution beyond is one structures. And your interim, pure structures near the run clubs. Because Kotoko 10 years kwa adakwa jache no hu say be a container no hu afua most of the about to administrative manager and him no obonachi and your project manager on never said there be say ni say ye everything is being sorted. Say HR on never say be a player ne maami bi awu nti ye amano. You see all those things. Now, I just say be a Kobo coach amania because one of the things I'm telling is a play issue Kobo coach amanin when who the kind of response our coach put in place. Let me specifically Mukwala. Let me go with Mukwala. Mukwala nya issue be also in a car on sense be or they go two coach and him coach and me and fighting enough for him. This is one of the worries of the boy.
Ghana crazy bia. Ogum based on this young baby way yes I mean no also to me handle because two crowd one player yes one so or national camp me ma won come akọ enu we na should
Sadak ado de
yes
entina me ka say all those things no enka bia coach no enye player na ekobo coach amane let anybody be see office Say invite player letter ba. About be see office. Office admin manager aje.
So the admin ma kra na yima bet I think say be see yima so.
Eba be see admin ho. Admin are refer say ni say abo player na mane. Enti hon cry should be bad. There will be people above even call the coach to fix it. We call idea making. Also the car on sense or catch the coach no who any kind of agency be a free coach no. Na asema e shedi mu e ha.
Ba se na penkra be om tie that time no ntimi kan kire na.
Ba ono de hunu so de si ni coach say ni coach koka bi man. So what they make an say. And that is where other members come in. For instance, here Coach Ogum Abaso for winning the league. But what were the other conditions around the team? A team where Coach Ogum managed the league. There was a management. Over na management war. I can't a coach and manage the league. No, it means that if you take that 10 away from him, and yes, a management na for ne brow. But if you take the management part away from him, a dear be a can home manage league where you free ho. For instance, there was somebody responsible for calling fans to the stadium. Ne obi adwuma. On the plan strategy, yeah, campaign there chita for Aba Stadium and you coach adwuma. There was someone responsible for how Kotoko will even communicate because at a point in the season, the coach na on kasa. Now you're blank. It is someone uncle for kegum. Check how na David Oklu kokasa. Now check send your Ogum kokasa na enyepe. When you know will come back and affect the performance of the club one way or the other. And you say, oh, say kasi be affected the performance. And you say no kwa na the only idea affect you. And your man kitten a kikabom be able to have. So if these things don't change, if people don't manage Ogum as a person, I'm saying we need people to manage him also. The pressure will be too much on him to the extent that the transfer of pressure. Who say the transfer of pressure? General manager, head of sports, general no fire no. No ban no bet some one office, no so fire mo. Now more fire class, yes, what we call the transfer of pressure. So if people are not in between pressure to manage the magnitude of pressure, echo coach in this one, he might end up transferring that to the players. Because some of the immediate workers under him. And maybe how he would transfer it onto the players. They might feel, say, and yet the appropriate means, which might create problems. That is why you need people in between to manage things for the club. Now, I am a coach in this one. I think says the coach have to be flexible on certain things moving forward. Yes. So you're flexible.
Players yes.
So you're flexible.
So when you decided to say we are
so you're flexible because the second season can easily make or not make him.
Yeah.
Fear the last season. Excuse not Coach Ogum one. He's not having that this season. Last season he had excuses like late preseason, late transfers, first season. But you so bit many people. You say people will go.
Say through what I sent them.
What
time no cry?
Over at us, you watch us sent them. But you bet me as I sent them by and go you mountain. And I won't be Ghana. But Germany started preseason very early in Ghana. About matches. That a near postponed the league, you know. I started about 7 matches, no 8 points out of 21. So sometimes it's not a matter of when you start. Martin Koopman started early, but I'm farmer Koopman. You know, na Kashala Bobo Bogo so Pobimano. But I'm farmer. When you have to observe Kashala Heno. But later, he was the same person saying the only striker what has to folk. Hamza Isani Isakuka. Anna has for Amana Kulu. He was the same person. So starting early, and then say you'll be successful. But starting early can help you get closer to success. But in a guaranteed way of being successful. Just like I'm saying, consistency will get you closer to success. But without consistency, you'll be far from success. And a guarantee. And the coach with limited excuses need resource instantly. I want to misuruma coach nika. Honestly, because I'm misuruma coach na me da down. Misuruma ne pa. So we try nye ye na o start league na ukonya side bia. First match ya we. Of us ade ne hu pa. First match ya we. Na wentimi anhye. Na bia bebe fio abebo draw. Now next match ne san ya we no wentimi anhye a ehọ na uja ho kwan. The most lose start home yeah. But let's not forget that last team got starting home against a newly promoted side like Heart of Lions about draw. But after the draw, people did not complain because coach never enche inya abotrema. At this time, are you sure people will sing that slogan? The coach never enche inya abotrema na. Coach Ogum has a lot to do, or a lot of things to do. One, looking at Emmanuel Newton that should be leaving. Or co. Yemboni dimbium. You know, say ne Kotkobo match, Mentisa Kotkobo match, Grandma and Kuya Mobia Bonana Pink Credida. And I think Cracker Mentis will be a bonity. Was on quite the infinite count common home. And nobody will talk about Coach Aquesiapia. Of all the intermission as a management ban. Nobody will talk about Coach Aquesiapia. Nobody will talk about Ima because we him. And nobody will talk about Nana Pinkra because on the fan so his Casamso. It's a new pep Kubia and Bambe Jinanoa. Pressure ne ba ni nyina coach so. And imagine a club like Kotokona Kotoko pressure ni nyina ebe nipa ba akoso. Because the stage is set for something interesting. Something extremely interesting over. Extremely interesting one. People question the kind of players about until Ochana Ubia said they may quack players never no be a cohibi. Be a koshibi. People are quiet. You only pay coach Waba. Coach you don't mean started training. Okay. Yes. But I'll say players number. To watch any cohibi. And you only pay Kobia, they will only speak based on the performance of the team. You only pay Bua Sabi among Kasai, among committing to judge or more Casano. But on Kasai. They all Chinese say a quay your other support and pay is coming at the coach. This is the time you need old players, you need proper administrative managers around you, proper management around you to sustain the club. I think say in an attempt to revive Kotoko based on last season's performance, the focus ni na ko players na so. But there are other key elements are here attention if we want to get Kotoko back to the top of her.
That's it. Mama